don't approve
of black on black crime.
I don't approve
Of black on black crime.
I do not approve
Of black on black crime. But I'm really excited to see the scuffle between Daniel Cormier and John Bones Jones. I'm really excited to see the melee that ensued.
a little scuffle.
A little scuffle between the big men. I cannot wait for the actual fight.
A little scuffle.
Between the big men, the animosity's real. I cannot wait for this fight. It's gonna be super exciting, 'cause they hate each other.
I'm feeling real brown right now.
What are you doing?
I'm feeling real brown right now.
That's not part of the chorus.
Feeling real brown right now.
Well, I'm feeling real white right now. But what does that have to do with anything? I'm feeling real white right now. You ruined my song. I'm feeling real white right now. And I don't approve of black on black crime.
I'm feeling real brown right now.
Nobody gives a shit.
Real brown right now.
Nobody gives a shit.
Brian, super white.
I feel real white right now.
It's aggressive.
God, that's aggressive.
Super aggressive.
Sorry, guys. That song
Feeling
just...
real white right now.
Brennan just jumped in with, I feel real brown right now.
Sorry, man.
You are brown. Most people think you're essentially black and white. And
I get it all the time.
You are.
I had a friend who was going to set me up with her friend, and she took a picture of me without me knowing, sent it to her friend who's a dime piece, a famous dime piece, and her friend texts back, goes, he's cute. Is he black? She showed me that real curveball.
And then she put in parentheses, I hope so.
In parentheses, he looks like it down below.
You're a triple threat because
I'm a triple threat right now.
We were at Chipotle, and there were a number of very attractive black women behind the counter, and they were giving you the beeswax. They were literally getting all giddy, going, hee, what else do you want? Hee. And I looked and I was like, do you see what's going on right now? And you know what he said? Brendan looks at me and goes, it's a curse, bro. It's a curse.
Big Brown got a little extra chicken.
You got a little extra chicken in there.
A little salsa.
Little extra salsa for the big man.
Little salsa.
You know what I got?
Brian's
Absolutely
feeling real
nothing.
white right now.
That's what they were singing. He's real right now.
They just act like you were just like this. I'm a side
regular
piece.
guy.
Like you were like a funny car.
I'll make a call
I was
right
a
now.
Ferrari and you were a funny car.
I'll make a call right now, and I want, if any black women are listening, I don't believe most black women like white guys, not guys like me. I rarely get business from black women. I have, but it's rare. It's rare.
Super rare, especially you. Nah. Well, me, because I look like they can't tell I get some size to me.
Big,
I can handle the attitude.
Yep.
I'm with the black girls here. You couldn't handle it. The sisters, I'm with them. Too much for you, Brian.
I've been to that side. First of all,
you've been that side of town,
and not only that, I put in a heroic performance.
No,
yes, I did.
You're way too white for them.
No.
You're way too white for them. I'll tell you right now why sisters don't like you.
Why?
Because your shirt is incredibly wrinkly.
It's true.
Now.
I don't dress
Are
well.
you kidding me?
That might be it. I'm not.
You gotta have a little bit of style. You know, you just don't have it, man.
I don't. I wear sandals.
Freaking told you about sandals with James,
and I'm
bro.
clean shaven. I'm a cutie pie. I look a little younger, don't I? Say it.
A little bit.
Damn it.
A little bit.
I want to get to this fight right now.
We have not seen this.
We
get to the lot, and Evan the Beard is like, bro, tell me
when did this
happen? You've seen DC and John Jones today. This morning it happened. Fresh off the press.
Let's see it.
Like a hot bag of toast.
You came with a hot bag of toast?
Like some hot French bread.
Hot
French bread.
Hot bag of toast. It's pretty funny.
Coming at you hot.
All right, you ready, guys?
Hot bag of toast. Yep.
Let's see this.
The
listeners won't be able to see it.
I want you to write down
hashtag
hot bag of toast.
Well, so we haven't seen this. This is today, the press conference at MGM Grand in Las Vegas of the fight between John Jones and DC, Daniel Cormier.
By the way, we got Jay Schaub sitting in. It's worth mentioning.
Big bro Jay Schaub in the house.
He does our merchandise.
When you get a delivery or when you purchase an Abbott Kenny shirt or a Fighting the Kid shirt, it's coming from Denver, Colorado, from the Jay Schaub headquarters.
Jay, come over here and just show them.
Jay's feeling real white right now.
You don't really need to see what he looks like. Just put like 20 pounds on David Blaine.
There he is. Jay's cutting in. Older brother Jay.
Jay Schaub.
Has a temper problem. Let everyone know. Has a little bit of an anger issue.
Always walking around smiling, though.
A little bit of anger issue.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about Big Brown. You got to worry about White J.
It's the other
Schaub. It's the other Schaub.
All right, let's
Jay Schaub's cutting in. I'm firing the kid.
And then I'm going to have a question.
But you can thank him for the www.thefightingthekidshop.com. That's all Big J Schaub.
There it is. All right, let me see this.
So whenever that shit's later, your order's messed up, take it on him, not me.
Well, let me see.
To the fight we go.
Let's see this.
Who is that?
Who cares?
That was Conor McGregor.
Here we go. Dave Schaller. There's John Jones.
They've been talking or what?
Oh, shit. Oh, snap, son. Whoa. Damn, son. Oh, shit.
DC hit the bottom
DC's trying
throwing.
to get some fights, some punches in.
DC is a strong dude. Look at this.
Oh, dang. John's throwing him, son. That's ground and pound. Dang. Holy shnikes.
By the way, trying
that
to
really
hold
escalated.
Trying to hold those two back.
That really escalated.
That's a real fight.
Ooh, they need security at these
look,
things.
it gets even better.
No way. It's not done?
It gets pretty good. That was Conor. If you couldn't tell, Conor McGregor was just taking a selfie with a fan about 10 seconds after.
Hey, there's more to it.
Was that Travis Brown next to him just then?
No, Brian.
Oh, sorry.
That's his manager, who's 5'10".
That was weird.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Here it comes.
There's more?
John, I'm biting my nails right now, man.
Where's DC at?
Don't mess around with John Jones.
Where's DC at?
I think they already pulled him out.
Oh, they just told him to get out of there?
Yeah, it looks like they just pulled him like, you gotta get out of here now. I'm sure
Wow.
UFC security grabbed him and was like, bounce him out.
There's real animosity
Wow, that's intense.
Look at John's beard.
Wow, what is going on here? What are we doing?
Who would you rather?
No, let's talk about this. Yeah. First of all, it's for sure going to sell more pay-per-views. So I saw some people tweet, and I saw some of the media like, "Oh, this is horrible for the sport. Makes it look bad. I can't believe these guys did this." This is going to be the most hyped fight in the light heavyweight division ever.
Can I ask you a question?
Hands down, ever.
Do you think there's any possibility it could have been staged?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Really?
Not a chance.
Why?
Staged? Hey, John, real quick. When we get up there, I'm going to push you in your throat, and then I'm going to fall off the stage, and you ground and pound me in the face as hard as you can.
Yeah, that would be
yeah, let's do that, bro. And then DC's going to be like, yeah, cool, let's do that.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. No.
Staged, Brian? Staged would push back and forth.
What is the history between those two? I don't know anything about it.
DC's been trying to get this fight forever.
But,
and then Alexander gets hurt. Right? Hurts his knee and has to back out, so DC just steps in.
Yeah.
He's been campaigning for this fight forever. He told John after his last fight, "I'm that kid in your wrestling tournament bracket. I'm always coming for you. I'm that kid you don't want to fight."
Yeah, but there's nothing to suggest in their past exchanges this kind of animosity, was there?
Hold. For sure, have at least your ear to the ground on the UFC scene. I mean, we kind of have a popular podcast, I'd say, in the fight scene.
Well, but I mean,
I am a UFC fighter. We kind of,
yeah, but
we kind of got to know a little bit of your shit.
I know, but guys talk smack. But it's one thing to talk smack, another thing to actually. I mean, he didn't. He just walked up. I didn't hear him say anything. He just walked up and just pushed him in the throat.
Well, they were at an event. I think it might have been the Olympia. DC was at an event and came up to John at the Olympia and started talking shit.
Oh.
Just, John signed for fans. DC comes up there just talking smack to him. I mean, it's real, man. It's real. And this is John Jones' biggest test, for sure.
It is, isn't
100%. It's the biggest threat at 205. He'll destroy anyone else in the 205 division.
Except for
There's no competition.
Except for Gustafsson. Which
nope,
will be
they fight
war.
again. John Jones dismantles them.
You think so?
Yep.
Why do you say that?
I just think John's a different animal.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he slept on
He slept on Alexander.
He slept on him.
Now he's going to fight DC, and my only assessment of that fight is DC's going to put him on his back, and it's a question of what John does from there.
Yeah, man.
But what do you think?
I just think John has too many ways to win. He has too many tools.
Yeah.
I think DC's only chance to win is in decision. Or this is the other thing. DC is the first guy I think that John has fought, besides Glover, but not the same. You gotta remember, DC was knocking out heavyweights.
Right. That's
DC
what I mean.
has heavyweight power.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Picking Josh Barnett up and throwing him on his head.
And guess what? DC's also not scared. That's the difference. Most of the guys John fight, I don't want to say they're beat before they get in there, but there's definitely he has a mental advantage.
Yes.
He's not going to have a mental advantage over DC.
No.
He's been training too long at too high of a level. He thinks he can win. Most guys that fight John don't think they can win.
Right.
Alexander flew under the radar. I trained with Alexander for that fight. We both fought at 165.
You said it. You told me that.
I told you.
Yeah.
I said, dude, I'm telling you,
He's
John
the real
has his
deal.
hands full.
He's
He's the white version of John.
Yeah.
He's the white version of John.
Yeah.
This is another level. Good or bad for the sport?
I think it's excellent for the sport.
Evan the Bear, good or bad for the sport?
I love it.
Hey, this is fighting. It's
into it.
fighting. And by the way, lest you forget, what you guys are doing when you get in there is it's a real fight. And some people, we already talked about this. Some
These
people
guys
come
are
to
sweating.
fight, other guys come to compete. It's still a fight. I mean, when you're in there, you know, you're nervous as shit before a fight because guys are trying to knock your head off with heavyweight power. You know, I think that it depends on the person, but some people, Nick Diaz, maybe Daniel Cormier, do better. Ronda Rousey, they do better when they have actual disdain for their opponent.
I don't think DC does. I think
I
DC
don't
goes
know.
in to compete. You can tell. Like when he fought Frank Mir.
Well, we talked to him about that. It's competition for him, you know.
Yeah, when you get to a certain level, a high level, it's more like you're not trying to hurt people.
Right.
You're not trying to go in there and hurt. You're just trying to win.
I'll
You're
say this
competing and
about
winning.
Cormier is that whatever is going on with him, it's helping him. Like
I think this helps him.
Yeah.
Man, listen, a motivated John Jones is trouble. Like I think DC, he had his hands full as it is. I mean, now you're poking the dragon.
You're
man.
a heavyweight.
You're poking the
You're
dragon.
a heavyweight. You're
Yeah.
a big guy. Who would you rather fight?
I'd rather fight DC.
You would.
I'd rather fight DC. Don't get it twisted. Both of them are absolute monsters. But I think it's easier to game plan for DC than it is John.
Because John's
There's no blueprint on how to beat John.
It's just unpredictable.
There's nothing. It's not like, man, take him down. I mean, guess when took him down, he got right back up.
Yeah.
It's like you stay on the outside and you get picked apart.
The only thing about
There's literally we haven't seen any chink in his armor. Not one.
The only thing that you could say about John is he doesn't have the knockout power that heavyweights usually have to worry about.
Well, he's not a heavyweight.
I know, but I'm just saying that Daniel and by the way, I don't know if Cormier he hasn't knocked out. I mean, he'll work you and stuff and
DC
control
really
you.
has.
He controls your
The only
body.
person DC knocked out was Bigfoot Silva, and he
Right.
caught him behind the ear. That's
Right.
a little different.
Right.
That's a little different.
Right.
But he's still knocking out a heavyweight and compete with heavyweights and toss them around like the rag dolls. The other thing, John's never fought a smart guy like DC. Might be the smartest fighter in the UFC.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Name the last time you saw DC get hit.
It's unbelievable.
Name the last time you
I
saw
know.
DC with a black eye.
And I'm talking about the heavyweight division. It felt like
They don't touch him.
He
When
dominated.
he fought Roy didn't land a single right hand.
It's crazy.
When he fought Frank Mir, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't get hit.
No.
And that's just from being smart.
I feel he's going to get kicked in the face by that front kick of John Jones.
He's going to get kicked right in the choppers.
Right in the choppers.
Right in the choppers.
That's what I'd be working on. I'd get a tall guy and have him throw kicks at my face because that I feel like that's what John Jones is going to do.
So let me get this straight. You think all John? So if you're DC, the only thing you're going to train is getting kicked in the face?
No, I'm going to train.
That's all you're going to worry
train
about?
everything. I'm going to worry about his hands and those elbows and that length.
And you got to remember, he's a very high level wrestler too.
He's a very high level wrestler.
If DC's going to take him down, it'd be this fight.
Really?
John has that funky wrestling, man.
I'm going to jump in here for a second here. It's funny you said that because right after this whole thing went down, John tweeted DC, "Come on, DC, where was your takedown defense? Had you on your back in about 6 seconds."
Oh, man.
DC responds, "You hit like a bitch. Better be kicking because I'll eat your punches all day." And they've just been going back and
Which
forth
he will.
since
Which he
30
will.
seconds after the fight ended.
Which he will, but it is a 5-round fight.
Whew.
Have we seen DC in a 5-round fight?
Yeah. Barnett in Strikeforce.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, granted, you know, Barnett's part of the Fox Sports family podcast. Whoa. And he has his own podcast. Check it out, everybody. And that's me helping him out. And he said, I think, did you talk to him? He broke his hand in that fight.
He broke it in the first round, didn't
First round, yeah. So that wasn't like a. I mean, yeah, he got mollywopped, but still, he was hurt.
Yeah.
I'll give that to Barnett.
Yeah.
Barnett doesn't get beat like that.
My only thing is that, yes, John Joe's a high-level wrestler. Daniel Cormier seems, in every fight I've seen him, and I think I've seen all his fights, his ability to control your body and do what he wants and just be on you like a sweater is so difficult to deal with.
But he hasn't found anyone like John, man. John's not going to stay down. He might get him down, but John's going to pop up.
He's going to pop up. He's going to just stand up.
John's more dangerous on the ground than DC. Name the last guy DC like pounded out and destroyed or submitted.
Yeah. Right. I mean, Dan Henderson.
John's going to get up.
Yeah.
He didn't like destroy Henderson down there.
No. That's what I mean. He's really good at controlling a guy.
John's going to get back up, or look for submissions. We're going to see. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
I can't wait.
Feeling real brown right now. Sorry, I just wanted to turn on myself.
Real brown right now.
Feeling super brown right now.
Let's move on because
can we? So you can shut up about DC.
You got texted. Somebody text you something.
You got that?
You got? Didn't you get a controversial
smooth transition?
Text?
Oh, real quick, moving on. Someone text you something.
Texted? I don't know if texted is a word. You got texted.
I get a lot of texts, Brian.
Yeah, but
you talking about the dick pics people send me?
No, I was talking about didn't something happen with Metamoris and
no. Yeah, Brian. Thanks for bringing that up.
Sorry, buddy.
No, I don't know the coach's
you
name.
Were a little.
It's not Chael.
I know you were a little. You get a little chafed when.
Oh yeah, I take things very personal.
You take things very
super
personal. I love it when you do.
Feelings get super.
I love fanning the flame. You love Cadbury eggs.
Love
the Rock. I love fanning the flames.
Yeah, so Chael Sonnen is supposed to compete in Metamoris next weekend, correct, Evan the Beard?
Yep, I believe August 9th.
August 9th against Galvo, who's one of the BJJ monsters ever. He's a monster. He don't compete against him in Metamoris 1. Anyways, so I guess his coach did an interview. I hate even bringing light to this. It's a waste of time. So his coach, this would be here you go. Here's your publicity if you wanted it. Here you go. So his coach did an interview saying, we're not going to pull a Brendan Schaub and go in there not to lose. We're going there to look for a submission.
That's fair. In a way.
I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
No,
Look
I'm
at
just
him.
saying.
He's winking at me, everybody.
No.
He's winking at me.
I didn't
Don't try ruffling my feathers.
Just,
So I was like, I didn't see it. Chael texted me when it came out. I guess Chael texted me and goes, hey, man, just want you to know I didn't say any of this. I'm not sure where this came from, blah, blah, blah. And I said, all good, man. It looks like it's from your coach. And he goes, yeah, sorry, man. It's weird because we studied your match against Cyborg on how not to get submitted. Right. And I said, oh, you studied the Schaub shutdown. The 3 easy steps to shutting down the number one grappler in the world.
Are you calling
the
it the Schaub shutdown?
No, that's what it's called. I didn't call it that. That's what people call it, the Schaub shutdown.
That's what they call it. I never called it that.
Well, that's what they say.
But
who's
do you
they?
think
Me and my
there
brother.
There may have been.
Who's they? Me and my brother called it the Schaub shutdown.
But his coach might have been saying, we're not going to run. We're not going to be running.
We're not.
Away
you know
what
his coach said. His coach probably like
his coach can be forgiven.
His coach is going to be like, you know what? We're not going to jump in his guard 8 times and shut him down. And then the guy goes on a couple weeks later when Abu Dhabi by all submissions. What? And you're a full-time jiu-jitsu practitioner? I do it as a hobby, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it went to a draw? What are we doing?
Well,
anyways,
you could make the argument that
so then I text Chael back my address. 4143, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to give anyone my address. 4143, blah, 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 blah. Chael goes, why did you text me my address? I said, send that to your coach because that's where I live and I have my gi on me at all times. If he wants to learn the Schaub shutdown, send him my address.
That's good.
And Chael just goes, ha, ha, ha. I was dead serious.
We love Chael Sonnen, by the way. I love Chael.
Yeah.
I love Chael Sonnen.
However, I think Chael's in a lot of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's not known as a great
it's his biggest downfall.
Practitioner. In fact, he said,
I'm
a Republican. I don't like guys between my legs. So we love ourselves some
Evan,
Chael.
what's the deal with the commission? What's going on here? Fill Bryan in because apparently he's just not in the fight world.
Well, no,
he's into wrinkly shirts.
I heard about
shirts and sandals with jeans.
I heard what the commission did, and I for the record, because I love Chael.
Tell us what they did.
I don't
Evan.
approve.
Let's tell us what they did, and then we'll give you what we think.
We're talking about what they did or what they're trying to do now.
What they're trying to do.
today it came out that the Nevada Athletic Commission is trying to levy a $250,000 fine against Chael for each of his failed drug tests should he continue to compete against Andre Galvao at Metamoris.
Dude, give him a break.
Now,
give him a break?
Yes.
Well, carry on. I'm going to destroy Bryan.
Metamoris doesn't drug test. Period. They don't.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether you got busted in the past or busted tomorrow. It wouldn't matter at all. The thing is, the Nevada State Athletic Commission doesn't technically have any jurisdiction over a grappling match, let alone one that's happening in California. Right. So if you ask me, they're kind of overstepping their bounds, but that's a serious fine.
Yeah,
to be tossing
it's easy
at a
to
guy.
throw that around. You know how much money that is? $250,000.
$250,000
for each failed drug test. You can ruin somebody's life. And if you think that because he did steroids like so many other people do in this sport, that you're going to ruin him financially and cause him to declare bankruptcy. That makes me sick to my stomach. I don't think he deserves that at all.
So you think he should be allowed?
He's already paid a price.
Well, what's the price, Bryan?
He got fired from Fox. That's a big price to pay.
It's a big price to pay. So he should be able to compete in whatever he wants, all juiced up. That's all good.
No,
he can do whatever he wants.
Different story.
It's not a different story. That's what the fuck's going on.
First of all, Metamoris, as far as Metamoris is concerned, I feel as though, first of all, they don't have drug testing. Second of all, I don't know where they stand on drug testing.
They don't care.
Third of all,
Holly Gracie was like, it doesn't help in jiu-jitsu. Let me educate you here. It definitely would help in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Steroids, EPO, HGH.
Right.
100%. That's the perfect cocktail
Absolutely.
to destroy someone in jiu-jitsu.
Separate issue though. If that's considered cheating in jiu-jitsu at Metamoris, okay. Let Metamoris.
No, it's cheating in any facet, in any arena.
Okay, let Metamoris deal with that as it is. When a commission comes in and goes, we're gonna fine you $500,000 to make an example of you, I think that's excessive. I really do. I'm
on the fence on this.
Well, you have a strong point of view on steroids, and I understand why, because you're competing against guys who are using steroids, and you're not, and they have an advantage. There's no question that steroids create a competitive advantage. There's no question.
In every arena.
Right.
No matter what you do, especially in jiu-jitsu. And for people to be like, I've seen some of the message boards where like, well, it's a 20-minute match. Cardio isn't coming to play here. No, he wasn't just doing steroids.
Yeah.
He was doing EPO. That's some Lance Armstrong shit.
So are a lot of guys, right? I'm sure.
I have no idea, Bryan. I couldn't tell you. I don't even know what EPO stands for. I just know it helps with your red blood cell count. I know guys blood dope, stuff like that. I have no idea.
It is blood
However,
dope.
It's gonna help you significantly. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yep.
I'm on the fence on this. Yeah, they're out of their jurisdiction. They shouldn't be allowed to kind of control his life like that. At the same time, though, man, it's competition. Just because I don't know.
You want.
I don't know, man.
Look,
I don't know.
When it comes to TRT, you want steadfast rules. I understand.
No, I want this. Let's say I'm fighting Alistair Overeem.
Yep.
Let's say I'm fighting Alistair Overeem in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And Alistair Overeem has a TRT exemption. I want them to say, Schaub, listen, Alistair Overeem has a TRT exemption. You can also have one. You also have the choice to do it if you want to.
I would agree with that. I think that's fair because
if you say, all right, TRT, you can bring your levels, your testosterone level to 1,000, and mine's at 300.
And your EPO levels, your VO max goes way up.
That's a complete.
But I'm just saying, you gotta have all these things.
No. You're talking about complete. EPO's not that's not cleared by anyone.
I know
that's illegal at all facets.
Right.
TRT's not.
You're just saying testosterone.
I'm saying if a guy's a TRT exemption,
right,
you should tell the other guy, listen, you're getting ready to fight so and so. He's on TRT for this fight. Since he's on it, you can take it.
I agree.
You want to make things fair?
Okay, but then what do? Do you make 1,000 the ceiling?
That's I don't know what the commission levels are for TRT. Right. I have no.
You'd have to do that though, right? I mean, you'd have to go if you're 1,400.
You'd have to get tested every single week, blood tested.
Tough. It's a tough thing because I think technology is making it very possible for you to get away with all kinds of crazy stuff.
Scientists.
EPO is a classic example. It costs $45,000 for that test, for one test on EPO, and so. Of course you're going to do EPO because you're going to roll the dice and go, if this gets me through 5 rounds or whatever it is, and I can perform at a high level, and everybody else is doing it, you assume, and it costs them $45,000 to do it, you get away with this stuff. The question becomes, we have to deal with this because it's called the exponential growth of technology. And
on both facets, scientists in the VADA Commission are trying to stay ahead of the game.
Which
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is sports. This is professional sports.
Yeah.
This is a problem in the NFL, NBA, NHL, everywhere.
Hasn't the NFL with strong testing? They came down on it, and they actually
Look, the NFL. Watch NFL Network or ESPN. Watch on the bottom of the screen where it says blah 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 is suspended for 6 games for performance enhancing supplements. Blah blah blah. We just overlook it like no one says shit about them. Every single day, someone's getting busted in the NFL.
Every day.
Watch it, man. Watch it. When it comes out, bottom of the screen, there's a little scroller. No one says anything about them. It's just different.
Yeah. Well, how about baseball? Same thing. I mean, it's outrageous, rampant.
Tell me what you would do. Tell me what you do.
I don't know.
No, listen. You're Ryan Braun, right? You're Ryan Braun. Homeboy took so much shit, right? Was just the average player. Took all this shit. MVP, signed what? $140 million contract. That's guaranteed. $140 million guaranteed. Right? If someone
said right now.
Listen. Someone said, Brian, take this pill. Next year, you're going to be the MVP of the MLB. You're going to be a superstar. Take this pill. You're guaranteed $140 million. You take this pill.
Very hard not to
do it.
You
take it, right? You probably take it.
Yeah.
You spend it for a year. Homeboy went to Costa Rica for a year, then came back. He got a standing ovation in Milwaukee.
Well, not only that, dude.
I don't get what you do.
Also
I don't get what the fuck you do.
Your career lasts longer, too. If you're 30, your bat speed starts slowing down, 31, 32, and somebody says, hey, take this. You'll look better. You're going to get more muscular. Oh, and by the way.
Rock hard erections. Rock hard erections.
And not only
rock hard erections, Brian.
Rock hard.
You're forgetting that point.
And by the way.
I know you have an issue with that.
Yeah.
I know you have an issue with that.
It just sits there. He sits there sad with a sad face. Like this.
It looks like Snuffleupagus gets his nose. It's just like,
I'm sad. I'm like, come on. I go, hey, buddy, come on. Let's do it. Let's get up. Talk. He's like, no.
See, if you're on that TRT, please, though, that thing's 10 hut.
Then shoot it right in my
10
dome.
hut.
10 hut.
10 hut.
It's 10 hut.
Anyways,
your career can last
we went on a weird path.
Your career can last 5-6 years longer. You play the game you love, and millions of dollars.
I don't know what you do. It's pro sports. It's a beast.
I actually
Brian, welcome to the world of pro sports.
I like what you're saying. If the other guy have a TRT exemption for everybody, bring the playing field.
I don't know.
Everybody gets
I don't know
tested.
what you do. I don't know what you do. And then what's the other message we're getting? What's Vitor Belfort is the face of TRT. He has testosterone oozing out of his eyes.
Come on now, you're
being
unfair.
He's my boy too.
Yeah.
He has shit coming out of his eyes.
Yeah.
He's fighting for the title in December. What message is this? Overeem, co-lining in Maine, right? Co-headlining now. He's also the poster boy of TRT.
Yeah.
Who else? Name someone else who's on TRT.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know what you do. Chael Sonnen, poster boy TRT, was a fucking headliner on every card.
As well,
what message does this send to professional athletes? Ryan Braun, MVP. You don't think those
my feeling you don't think those already
pitchers,
a reality.
You don't think those pitchers were sauced up as well?
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong's on some shit. They had to go down to 15th place to find a guy who wasn't tested positive before that.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to take this from you. Give it to someone who was clean. No. Okay. No. Damn.
So
no,
then,
no. 15th place. You imagine being 15th place? Like, yo, bro, the top 14 in front of you failed their test. You won though.
Yeah.
I'd be crunk. Guess how many sponsors that guy has? 0. Everyone's like, no, bro. No.
So then, the reality of pro sports is that
it's a sad reality.
Performance-enhancing drugs are obviously we know are a reality. I don't know what you do because the idea is supposed to be, the theory is that it's supposed to be a level playing field. We know that in nature, let me ask you this question. In nature, there is not a level playing field, physical inequality. Some dudes walk around at 300, their testosterone is at 300. Other dudes have a natural testosterone at 600. So nature's already stacked the deck against you. So then what? Well, then what?
I don't know.
Because training
to
only
talk
takes
about
you
pure
so far.
nature's weird. You ever seen a lion fucking warm up? Nah, man. 0 to 60 killing shit.
There you go.
It's just different.
There you go.
You ever seen a lion doing some stretches, some yoga before he fucking
No.
jumps after a gazelle?
I don't stretch before sex.
You see a lion like, okay,
No.
all right, let
No.
me get my fucking traps ready to go.
Nope, he just goes.
0 to 60.
I punch you in the
Different.
face. I just punch you in the face. I just react. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I want to have sex. I have sex. I just have sex. I have sex.
Speaking of drugs, let's get off. We can talk about performance enhanced drugs all day. It's not a good road to go down, especially while I'm a current competitor. Anyways, speaking of drugs, Brian. Speaking of drugs, someone who loves drugs. Speaking of someone who loves drugs, let's talk about Kyle Kingsbury. What? Hold. Homeboy did a psychedelic before he fought my boy Pat Cummins. I don't know if you saw the fight.
Did you?
The judges gave it.
You were there.
I was cornering.
I know.
Brian. The judges gave it 30-27, 30-25, 30-24. I've never heard of such a thing. When you do a psychedelic before you fight and it's a common
Bad
psychedelic,
idea.
Horrible idea. But listen,
Could you tell something was off or no?
I just thought maybe he didn't train for the fight. He just, I don't know. I just thought he was tired.
That's the craziest thing in the world, by the way. I'm just gonna do psychedelics and get in there.
He
and
did
fight
it
a
because
murderer.
he said it was like a personal victory for him. He said, yeah, he got his ass whooped, but it was a personal victory for him because he was like in a happy place and it was on the biggest platform. So he was good.
All right. I don't know what to say about that, but all right.
You got nothing. A guy did fucking basically shrooms and fought in the UFC,
Dude,
and you got nothing.
man, I did-
No.
I got
You're
two
fired.
stories. I
You're
got
fucking
I
fired.
got two stories.
No, get the fuck out.
I did mushrooms. I took a 3.5-hour shower. They were like, Brian, come out. I was like, no,
Was
I'm
your skin all
I'm
wrinkly?
working some shit out. They're like, Brian, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry, I got this. I came out looking like I was 90 years old. Everybody's like, ah! I looked like I was red, bright red, and very wrinkly. And they were like, you're 90. And I was like, and I was on mushrooms. I was like, no,
Now imagine fighting on that.
Bro.
In the UFC.
Fighting. I went hiking in Big Whiskey Mountain. My buddy turned around and he goes, where are your clothes? I was like, huh? He goes, where are your clothes? I was on top of the mountain. We never found my clothes. I had to come back down naked. My mouth was full of blueberries. It was blue from blueberries.
Man.
I know about mushrooms.
I don't.
Never
I've
did
never
them
done them in
again.
my life.
Never did
done
them
in my
again.
life. I've never been around them.
Never
Never done
did.
them.
Rogan's always like, do a.
Rogan's all about 'em.
Try the DMT and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that stuff, man.
I know.
I don't know what
I had a
happens.
friend I used to hang out with, and she was all about them.
Acid. I've heard crazy stories about acid. Like people take acid. This one dude took acid. He started going crazy. He got in the bathtub. He thought he was in soup, and people started cutting vegetables into the bathtub, like they were messing with him. He's like, no.
Like he thought they were gonna eat him.
They were gonna make a giant soup out of him. He was like, I'm in soup. He kept saying, I'm in soup. And
Well,
these
what kind of
frat
friends?
boys-
What kind of friends
frat
are high
guys, they're
too?
like,
Are cutting celery and shit.
onions and celery.
Hey, someone get
and-
that beef broth in there, would you? I would think I was in soup too if my friends
that's
were.
what- I don't want to do. My other buddy did acid, and he said he was like, you know what? The wall is made of molecules. My head is made of molecules. So if I just concentrate enough, maybe I can get my head through the wall. He started trying to push his head through the wall, and then he was like, "This isn't working. Maybe I'll just bang my head a little bit."
Did you hear that bullshit rapper that was on acid and cut his dick off?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Cut his dick off.
What are you talking about?
I don't know his name.
Was it an NWA guy? Or no, was it a Wu-Tang?
Was it Wu-Tang? What was his name?
No.
Oh, look it up.
No, yeah, it was like one of the Wu-Tang guys you don't know about. He got famous and cut his dick off.
Man.
He was on some acid. You got to wake up the next morning and be like, holy shit. Okay. Yeah, that guy's struggling. Anyways, back to Kyle Kingsbury. You listen, I'm a fan of Kyle Kingsbury. I wish him nothing but the best. And listen, all you fuck media who are talking shit about Kyle Kingsbury after that fight, beat it, nerds. Beat it. Lift your shield.
That's my favorite.
Lift your shield.
My favorite is when he did
Yeah,
that.
beat it, nerds. Lift your shield. You're talking about a guy who fought in the UFC for years, gave you some great performances, and you're talking shit about the guy?
He wanted a nice send-off. He was like, I'm going to do some mushrooms and have a fight with my boy
I mean,
Pat.
these dorks sit behind a computer like, oh, God, Kyle Kingsbury. All he's known for is tough, jacking off on sushi. He never did anything. Bro.
Yeah.
You got picked last on your dodgeball team in 5th grade and decided to go to a computer. And now you're judging the toughest guys in the world?
Well,
Lift your shield and go fuck yourself, dork.
Although you do
Beat
have to
it,
have,
nerd.
you do have to have journalists who ask tough questions and go, "Hey,
Tough
Kyle,
questions.
where were you?" And by the way, they
Tough
might be
questions.
right in this. They might be right in this circumstance because guess what? He did mushrooms. He kind of deserves some criticism.
Criticism, but they wouldn't know it. He came out and do this.
Don't be insulting.
No, don't be insulting.
Yeah.
And it's about the journey. It's not about one fight.
Yes.
If you've never competed in your life and you're gonna dog a guy like that in one of your articles,
right.
you got to realize too. Most MMA media members failed in all other sports. And they're like, oh, this sport's cool. Let me jump into it because there's no credentials. You can do whatever you want.
Right. That's
very few have a professional background.
Right.
That's the problem with the sport.
Yeah.
Go, fuck, raise your shield. MMA medias,
lift your
shield.
I love that.
Damn it. What else? Any other brain busters, Brian? How about volleyball yesterday? Joey B and his girl,
Joey Benavides, couldn't
Megan
look more like a
and
human
Joey B.
Couldn't look more like a human pitbull. His girl's a doll. He's a thick.
She's one of my favorite reporters.
I was looking at the difference between
Megan O'Leary.
Yeah. I was looking at.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I love Megan. She's awesome.
Got some butt on her.
Yeah.
So does Joe. Both got butts on them.
Joe's got a
little bit of
apple
butt.
bottom.
A little butt. I'm feeling real brown right now. I want to take a picture and put big brown, little brown. Me and Joey B.
Dude, because I was looking at Klopp and then I was looking at Joey. Kloppenstein, your friend, is if you put him in a movie like Hercules, or if you said you're going to play
way
Thor,
bigger than The Rock.
If you can play Thor, they would go. He's just too big. Thor wasn't that muscular or that perfect. Or
For
dude,
reals,
he's got the best body I've ever seen.
Best body you've ever seen.
And couldn't be more handsome.
And he gets a nose on him, and his eyes are super close.
Oh,
together.
really? Oh, really?
Whatever.
Let me tell you
He does have a hoggy on him, though. He has a hoggy on him.
Yeah, you look, and you're a good-looking kid. You look like
shit next to him?
You look like poo with eyes. You look like a turd with eyes. I didn't want to say it, but I looked at you. And I looked at Klopp and I went, a dime piece?
Dime piece.
That kid is a beauty.
Yeah.
I felt bad about myself. Because I came to hang out and then you guys were already done playing.
First of all, let's just get to this. We started playing at 2 o'clock. Brian gets there at 4:30 talking about, hey, where's the game at?
I know.
Brian, it's over.
It was over.
The game's over.
It was over.
Me and Joe B were on the same team.
How was Joe B's volleyball? He can fight, but I don't know.
No, it's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
His girl wasn't. Sorry, man. His girl wasn't very good.
Well, Joey's about 5'3".
Yeah, he's small.
It was so interesting to see the difference.
One of my favorite people.
Little tough.
Him and his girl, two of my favorite people.
Yeah, and you don't say it often. You always like Joey.
Yeah.
But Joey is this little pit bull, and I was looking at Klopp.
Please quit calling him a pit bull.
What an extreme.
Please quit calling him a pit bull.
know.
I tell you what.
Extreme
When I see
difference.
people like Joe Klopfenstein, Ronda Rousey, Tim Tebow, those are the people you see that you know in this world there actually are freak athletes, and it's not because of
look at
supplements. Well, I know they're all clean. I know they're all those people are clean.
Yeah.
Klopp is the biggest freak you've ever met.
So weird.
He eats pure shit, fast food, cotton candy nonstop,
God.
fucking hot dogs, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts every day. And he's just shredded. Stopped lifting
so
for
weird.
6 months and just shredded.
I've never seen anything. I've actually never seen anything quite like that.
What's up?
I found him.
Joe, yeah.
Glop. I found Glop.
Oh, let me
You
see
gotta
a
bring
pic.
it up. Bring this up. I'm
just-
telling you, man.
It's just stupid. I should have taken a picture.
When
with
he
my
was
shirt off.
single, when me and Klopp were single
It must have
together,
been retarded.
living in downtown Denver,
It must have been ridiculous.
what? We did some appalling things.
Was that right?
Appalling things.
Girls just wanted to mate with you.
He's
Did he turn a lot of heads? Yeah.
turn a lot of heads.
Yeah, it was a
man.
disaster.
Oh, and he was a second-round draft pick in the NFL. Yeah, and he's the all-time leading tight end receiver at University of Colorado.
Yeah, it's.
He ran a 4.5 in the 40, Brian, at 260
He ran
pounds.
a 4.5.
It's the NFL. Oh, and so when you talk about your shit nephew who has that skinny fat build, oh, I think he's going to make it in the NFL. The answer is no, Brian. Lift your shield.
Okay, but
no.
don't call him my shit nephew.
Sorry, man.
Because he's my nephew and I love him.
Sorry,
And I'll
man.
punch you in the face
Sorry,
right now.
man.
All right, you
Sorry.
watch how you talk.
I'm sorry, man.
Hey, bro, hurry up with the Klopp thing, man. Well, this guy shits on my family.
I keep shitting on his
There we
phone.
go.
Yeah. But we got to get.
There he is.
Well, there he is.
With a flat top. Oh, that was right before my
Blow that up.
that fight. That was
This is as big as I get.
that's look. You can see it. Can you not see him from there for
Who
Christ's
is,
sake?
who is. Hold on for a
We're
second.
not going to go over this
I'm leaving
picture
the
and
mic.
everyone. That's Elliot Marshall, Cody Donovan, Leister Bowling, my old wrestling coach. All monsters.
Every one of those guys can kick my ass?
Oh, without a doubt, including the people laying on the beach in the back of the ass. Without a doubt. Yeah. Anyway, so Klopp's a big monster.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
There he is. Look at him.
Yeah, he's
Look
a
at him just trying to
handsome
fit
kid.
in.
Putting your boy Klopp on blast over
On
here.
blast. You know what? He's a guy. He did a little bit of jiu-jitsu. I'd say he's a blue belt. I would just bring him everywhere with me because I need a big body to roll with.
Really?
Yeah, he was drafted by the St. Louis Rams and then went to the Buffalo Bills and had horrible injuries, back injuries, and had all these surgeries. He's actually, in a little bit of a lawsuit with the NFL.
Football does that to the men that big.
Yeah.
I think what it does.
Well,
to smaller
everyone.
men.
They do it to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good God.
Anyways,
Anyway.
get off my friend Klopp's dick,
Your
Bryan.
boy Klopp is a large individual.
Large individual. Used to have a nice beard,
Dude.
too.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot
get off
this.
his dick,
I'm in
Bryan.
Seattle.
Real quick, get off
And
his dick, Bryan.
a guy comes up to me.
Get off his dick, Bryan.
And a guy comes up to me and he goes, "Get
off his dick, Bryan."
Speaking of getting on dick, you'd like this. I am.
Get off his dick,
I
Bryan.
get off stage Friday night in Seattle, and a giant, very handsome gentleman from Montenegro comes up.
I have no idea where that's at.
It doesn't matter. It's
Is
near
that the
Serbia.
same movie
near
as
Serbia.
Madagascar?
Near
Is that-
Serbia.
is
You
that-
know nothing.
Is that Madagascar?
It doesn't matter because you
With
don't
the
know
singing
anything.
animals?
The point is, wait, hold, please. He comes up, and I look at this guy, and I'm like,
Get off
geez,
his
this guy's
dick,
about
Bryan.
6'6". I go, that's about as good looking a guy as it gets. And he comes up and he goes, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I said, what? He goes, you and your friend, you guys tried to pick me up in a
Pick him
yeah,
up?
He goes, you guys tried to pick me up he was kind of joking in Vegas in a bathroom, and I went, he goes, your friend with the ears, the fighter guy, and I go, you said I looked like him, but I was better looking, and I go, yes, we did try to pick you up.
Really?
He was minding his own
When
business.
I was there to sign my new
Yep,
contract?
we were in Vegas. He was washing his
that was a
hands in
fun
the
night.
sink.
That was a
Yep.
fun night.
And he had a
I don't
piece on. He
remember
had a
much.
tailpiece on him, and we were looking at him. And I said, you look a lot like him, but you're better looking. And you and I descended on him in the bathroom, and we're taking his skin in, his jawline.
It was too much.
You think? He remembered us, and by coincidence,
Well, he
was
came
at
to
my
your show to rape you, Bryan.
And I said, you know what?
He came to your show to see your hog.
Well, you know, he was.
Did he have Abbott Kenny fight shirt on?
No, but he had some girls were giving him the hungry eyes, and I said, Brennan and I are the gayest straight guys you'll ever meet. So I apologize for us
He
descending.
probably
on you
liked
like
it,
that.
though. Probably gave him a little confidence,
Who
right?
wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't, man?
I've never had guys do that to me. I've never had guys come up and go, "You're a really
Nah,
good-looking
man.
guy."
Me and my brother's been in town for a couple of days, and where I work out is kind of near West Hollywood, where I do my strength conditioning.
Yeah.
And my brother's with me. I go, I got to take you to one of my favorite restaurants. I said, brace yourself, though. I'm not homophobic at all, but it is a beast when you go in there. I had a nice fresh.
It's a curse.
It's a curse. I had a nice fresh tank top on. Me and my brother go in there. Look like a couple gays. Me and my brother look like a couple gays. My brother has that nice beard right now, too.
He's a cutie butt. Too.
He's what we call a bear. That's what they call a
He's
bear
a
in the
bear.
gay community. Yeah.
He's a bear, and you're his
So
twink. You're his twink.
I'm his twink.
Yeah.
I'm his twink.
You twinkie.
And if that wasn't bad enough, you go in the Starbucks. Something's up at the Starbucks, man. It's just a row of the gayest guys in the world. And you walk in, and it's like you're on a straight platform, just freaking. They're just checking you out.
I feel like you are.
I feel super uncomfortable.
I feel though you are, and I mean this in all honesty. I believe you're 15% gay.
15? I would say 3%.
No. I'm gonna give it 15.
That's
Yeah.
a big percentage.
I know, bro. I know it is.
That's a big
and you know what?
percentage.
You know what? When you get a little drunk, you get soft about the eyes. And I've noticed you looking at me, and I'm your friend. I can't imagine a really good-looking guy. So I'm giving you 15%, and I'm standing strong on that number. And I apologize.
If I'm 15, you're a solid 60% gay.
Well, I'm gay, but here's the thing: you're hashtag 15%, and I understand you got to
15%.
keep it a secret in a very macho world like the MMA world. But you're hashtag 15%. We all know what hashtag 15% means, don't we?
Hashtag 50%. Bro, did I ever tell you when I was at University of Colorado, I was the only white guy in a room full of black guys, just the studs of the team running backs.
Yeah.
My coach comes in, goes, I just read a little fact. Intense guy, dude. Oh, everyone was terrified of him. He goes, I just read an intense fact. Interesting little fact, fellas. This is midway through camp. Everyone's exhausted, just sick of hitting each other. You know, we're just trying to make the team and move on. Because I just read a little interesting fact. 1 out of 8 men is gay. There's 15 of us in here. Looks around. It goes all quiet. Then all of a sudden you hear, I think Sims is gay. And I go, I think he is too. And then we just start pointing fingers left and right, trying to figure out who's gay, man. I just read an interesting little fact. 1 out of 8 males is gay. There's 15 of us in here.
Just let that
And then
sit.
then it just sits and there's this awkward moment of silence. I think Sims is gay.
It
And then it was just this big avalanche of gayness. Just like, no, you're gay. No, you're gay.
I would have liked to have seen Coach come in and say that, and then just he lets that sit. And all of a sudden, you just see his shorts start to rise. Starting with this guy right here. You guys want to make the team, you got to satisfy the kid. And I call him the kid.
Oh, bro. We don't.
What, too much?
Too much.
Too much again? Did I cross the line?
A little
or
bit.
Or did I maybe turn you on?
God damn. Too much, man.
Sorry, bro.
Bro, how about I worked out with your boy, I worked out with Rogan and Dwayne Ludwig.
Love it. I saw that
weekend.
picture. Rogan's a little thicker than you are in the chest and shoulders.
I think we're on different supplements again.
He's a thick kid.
He's
thick.
thick.
Wide head.
He's thick.
Yeah.
His house is not close. You live by him?
Not that close. No,
Man,
I'm closer.
House is not close.
No, he's way up in the canyon. Now let me ask you this.
Real quick, his wife is a dime piece.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Man, she came out. I was like, dang. I even told him I was staring a little too long. I said, dang, man, your wife is gorgeous. Yeah. Thanks, man.
He always says his joke on stand-up is like, I'm not leaving my friends at my house like when I go away.
Yeah, don't.
Because they need a place to stay. It's like leaving a piece of meat under a table and you got a dog going, no, don't, no, no.
No. Yeah, she is a looker.
Yep.
His gym in his house is ridiculous, too. Nice 2-hour workout. My back is incredibly sore.
Wow, Dwayne loved
I'll
it.
tell you what, Joe Rogan's a special dude. He set that up because he wanted me and Dwayne to work together.
I love
That's
Joe.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah, how about that, by the way? Set it up to
right?
you in with
I know.
Ludwig.
People forget, me and Dwayne started together. My very first day in the gym, I was training with Dwayne. Sparring him. Everyone was terrified to spar Dwayne.
Really?
Terrified.
Just a nightmare.
Just a nightmare. Just you hit him with everything. You just keep walking forward. Can't be healthy for the brain. But
God.
I know. The things he's doing with that alpha male.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Crazy.
Killing it.
Yeah. And he lives in Denver.
He lives in Denver and flies every week to Sacramento to get TJ Dillashaw and Chad Mendes ready. It's a beast, right?
What did you gain from that 2-hour workout?
Dwayne, he's on the cutting edge of things, man. Like most people, are very one dimensional and have a fixed mindset. We talked about this fixed mindset on striking.
Mm-hmm.
His is being able to go southpaw, traditional, mix things up, and anticipating where the guy's going to go. It's different, man.
I know it varies, like from fighter to fighter, but when you have to change up or add something to your arsenal, typically for you, how long does it take?
I'm a quick learner. If I drill it, it'd be in my box of tools. I'd say in 4 weeks.
Really?
I'd be able to use it
in 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Wow.
Now that's saying if I drill it all the time, at
Yeah.
least an hour a day for 4 weeks. Especially if I had Dwayne here, 4
Right.
weeks I'd be able to use some of the stuff. Already I'll be using some of the stuff just on my own, but 4 weeks solid drilling.
Good.
4 weeks. 4 weeks. I think it's time for fan questions. Fan questions. Fish and giggles. Fish and giggles.
Seattle, thank you so much for your coffee.
All right, let's do some fan questions.
Yeah, let's do
Well, I got a
this.
little- before we jump in
Fight
here,
Club.
I got a little fun fact for you.
Let's hear this.
When we went on the Jason Ellis show,
Yeah.
and he has that punch machine there,
Yeah.
and he keeps track of everybody that comes in. Everybody takes a swing
Yeah,
at
and he
it.
beat me or whatever.
Well, there's a new high score now.
Who?
TJ Dillashaw.
Oh, really?
Yep. Apparently, he beat everybody's record. He's got the new high score over
Bro,
there.
that thing's weird, though. I'm not hating on TJ. I think you got to hit it perfect. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit it real perfect.
Yeah, and he just hit it a little more perfect than you.
He did. He for sure beat me on it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah.
Brian, for sure,
Can't win
get
them
off
all.
your phone.
Sorry.
All right, let's jump right into these. First question's from Jay Bowes. Brendan and Bryan, what do you think about Nick Diaz versus Anderson Silva?
If we're talking about a healthy Anderson Silva, I just think it's a horrible matchup for Diaz.
You do?
Yeah. I just think Anderson's because he just walks forward and has that constant pressure. Well, when you do that to Anderson Silva, he has all these counters and shit. It's just a horrible matchup for the Diaz.
I don't think that I think that Diaz is an excellent boxer, though.
Good boxer.
Yeah, and I think his hands in a lot of ways are as good. And I may be wrong.
You're going to say he's a better boxer than Anderson Silva?
No, I'm
Who's
gonna
going to fight Roy Jones Jr. in an actual boxing match?
I don't think he's a better boxer. I think that he will be able to deal with Anderson's hands better than a lot of the other fighters have. The only thing I think is that Anderson's kicks to his legs will be a very different story if he's willing to throw those kicks. Now that he's got now that he broke his
Oh, he's
leg
for
in half.
sure throwing those kicks. Anderson Silva, man.
Yeah.
He's going to kick him right in the face.
I don't know how much better his hands are than Nick Diaz. How much better are they? Nick Diaz has
really?
high-level hands.
When's the last time Diaz knocked someone out?
That's a very good question. He does.
Paul Daly.
Paul Daly.
Are we talking straight KO
Long
or
time ago.
TKO?
Long time.
Either or.
I'd say he knocked out Daly.
Yeah, he knocked out Daly. What about in the UFC?
None.
How many knockouts does Daniel Silva have?
Well, what's that?
How many knockouts?
He
does
finishes
Daniel Silva
everybody
have?
pretty much.
You're talking about the most dangerous striker we've ever seen in the UFC.
You're damn right you are.
For sure, watch your P's and Q's.
Yeah. I can't.
I just need to get you a UFC encyclopedia.
No, I'm a fan. You know, Diaz is my favorite. Diaz is my favorite fighter to watch because I just love his
listen.
insanity.
I love both Diaz brothers. I hope. So it's Nick Diaz is fighting Anderson Silva.
Yeah, not Nate.
I hope Nate gets his things together and they sign him. But did you hear Dana White goes? He's just not a needle mover. We don't give a shit.
Ooh, it's not looking good.
Really, what happened?
Well, there was another thing recently. I think in the last 48 hours or so, they're not even in talks anymore. Dana and Nate's manager aren't even speaking anymore, so it's not
this is
looking
my
good for
thing.
him.
This is my thing with the Diaz brothers. It worked for Nick, kind of. He could have been fighting a lot more in this huge fights. It kind of worked for Nick. Whoever they surround themselves with, and there's other people along with them, they're surrounded by the wrong people, man. Those guys they're marketable. People love them.
Yeah.
Both of them could be needle movers. Both of them for sure could be needle movers. Everyone knows who they are. They have this unique group of people that love them. People fucking love the Diaz brothers.
Yeah.
And it's going to waste. It's going to shit. It's going to shit. And Nate can say, oh, well, I want the same money as Gilbert Melendez. It's just different, man. Take what you can get because the potential's there. We can get that if you win some more fights. But with you not fighting and your brother was doing the same thing for a while, it's not good, man. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah. Those guys were born to fight. They're some of the best fighters in the world. And right now, it's Nate should have done this. Nate could have done this. It's not good, man. So whoever they surround themselves, they need to fire everyone in their small circle. And get a whole new circle.
They're very loyal.
That's a problem.
They won't even fight guys in their own camp. It's not happening.
That's a huge problem. It's going to be their downfall. It's awful, man. Carry on. I love both those guys.
With good, and it's mostly good with the Diaz brother comes liability. You know, I mean, those guys are volatile guys, and we watch them because part of what I like about Nick Diaz is he's like, go fuck yourself. I'm sticking by my guns.
Both of them are.
And it may not work in a corporate structure. You're right, and they're paying a price for it.
It's not working in the fight business. It's really not. Yeah. I mean, he got Anderson Silva. When's the last time he fought? Who's the last time he fought? Was it GSP?
Yeah. Nick lucked out. This was a perfect storm for him.
Perfect storm, but
lucked out. Same with Gilbert. It was a timing thing.
I agree.
Nate's not in the same position.
It's not good, man. It sucks because they're so talented and people want to see him fight. And there's big fights for him out there, but they want. And a part of me as a fighter, I always take the fighter's side. Never take the boss's side. I always take the fighter's side because I know what it takes. So I'm with them. We should get paid more. 100%. They deserve huge paydays. But, bro, it's just not there, man. And you have too much talent, and to sit out a year goes by, you're getting older. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's just not good, man.
It was like Dana said, figure out a way to make as much money as you can in a short period of time in this game. And that's outside the ring as well, you know.
But listen, those guys aren't going to be on UFC Tonight anytime soon. Neither one of them's going to be hosting UFC Tonight. Let's be real here. They are natural born fighters. It's what they do. Yeah, that's it. That's how they need to be fighting.
They
have to be fighting to be relevant.
Yeah, and you can make your money on the outside. I would tell them
no. They really can't. They have to
with
make
sponsors or with commercial, whatever it is.
Commercials.
You know? Yeah.
Really? What commercial, Brian?
Well, not commercials, but like print ads and stuff like
ads.
Nick does. Nick is sponsored by a couple of things.
No, because of their kind of fuck the world, blah, blah. You're not getting main sponsors.
Yeah.
They're going to make their money fighting.
Yeah.
Sponsors see a lot of that stuff like, whoa, no way,
right.
Man. Are you kidding me? There's a reason why certain people get these big sponsors. Companies have to be willing to get behind them. You can't be talking about weed and doing all this stuff.
It's like Huron, who is like, don't take anything personally. That would be helpful in this circumstance. Let's move on.
Yeah, thanks for nothing.
Next one is coming in from Alex Jimenez at This Victory. I'm a white belt in chicken heads. Pay for dime piece escort or pay for dime piece drinks all night hoping to close?
Escort.
Ooh. Oh, wow. That was too easy for you, Brian.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the money.
How old is he, though? Does it say?
Doesn't say.
What's his avatar look like?
I'll jump in and see.
I mean,
depends how old he is.
Why would you pay to be frustrated? That's why I don't go to strip clubs.
But what's he look like? Oh, strip clubs. What? Strip clubs?
You're a dollar
I've
bill.
never been a strip club
keep
guy.
it.
For what?
Keep
so
it.
you can rub up on me, give me blue balls, and I leave with my friends?
Yeah.
How about no?
Yeah.
Guys, listen.
Here's your $300
fuck the
for
strip
nothing.
club. Fuck the strip club. Go to a bar, and instead of paying $300 on some girl who's just going to tease your dick all night, you actually might catch a fly in your web and buy a real girl drinks and see what happens.
Yeah.
Ditch the strip clubs. Nothing's good at strip clubs.
And if you like, and if you really, if that's a serious question, just go with the.
If you go to a strip club, lift your shield.
Yeah.
If you ask me to go to strip club, I'm gonna say lift your shield. Mm-hmm. What? For what?
Right.
What are we doing?
It does nothing for me.
No, man. That's like going to a car dealer, test driving the fast cars, and jumping out and having no expectations to buy anything ever.
So strange to me.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Go get your own hot
So
girl.
go on. Next question.
All right, next one up. This will work since you guys just spent some time with them. Benavidez, Faber, and Mendez versus Brendan and Bryan. Who wins?
Oh shit.
Oh, there's no question. Faber,
Yeah.
Benavidez, and Mendez. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna have to go with the three of them because this is what's gonna happen.
I'm getting.
Bryan's getting taken out literally within 20 seconds.
Is it that soon? I can't get even.
No.
I can't keep one guy
Gonna take
busy
you-
for a minute.
I hope you could. You know what? If I train Bryan for just a little bit,
I'm kicking and
feel like
punching.
I feel like he
I'm a
might
lot
be able to hold
taller.
his own. Because then if I hit one of them, they're going to sleep. I hit little Joe B in the face. He's asleep. Now it's 2-on-2. Now it's 2-on-2.
You're talking about the toughest little guys. I'm not. I don't think I'm lasting. I mean, I got to train because right now I'm getting killed.
What's what I'm saying? I have to train you.
I'm getting taken down
And then
just
it's 3-on-2.
broken.
No, you can't get taken down. See, well, I don't know. It'd be
Maybe
tough.
better.
If they take you down, I'm just gonna chuck one of those guys off
No.
and kick him right in the face.
Well,
on
that's
top
what I
of
mean.
you.
I get.
Then it's 2-on-2.
Okay, hold on. Let's go through
2-on-2,
this.
we can
This is an
take it.
important question. Okay, look. Here's the strategy. I engage. I can't get knocked out. I gotta be able to figure out a way to keep kick. Have one of them take me down. Hold on to him. Just hold on to him. Get him close to my body.
So then I got 2-on-1
Yes.
against Mendez in your ass.
Yes.
I think we can do that.
Yes. Now you got to start kicking and punching hard in their faces.
Oh, it's
on.
It's freaking Hail Mary.
But you got your
central.
hands full with those two little dudes.
Yeah, for sure. They're
Yeah.
little monsters. But let's not forget they're pretty small. I mean, I might be able to just like as soon as they run up, I take both their heads and go, and then they're at least a little jacked.
That's not
up.
happening. You're
Yeah,
not
that's
doing
gonna
that.
be tough.
They're gonna swarm. They're gonna surround you, and they're gonna be working. They're gonna pick and.
It's
pick
gonna be
at you.
tough. It's
Yeah.
we're gonna have our hands full for sure.
I would
depends
suggest
how long
this.
Bryan can keep one of them
I
occupied.
gotta figure out a way to get one of them on top of me, and you gotta kick him as hard as you can
right
in the
in the
head.
ribs or head.
Yeah, and you gotta do that. I gotta hold his head and like a go kick. But that's tough.
Go. It might be like King
Joey's-
Kong. It might be like
Joey's-
it might be like King Kong versus those T-Rexes where I'm just grabbing by the mouth and going like oh
my God.
like
I've looked at Joey. I've taken him in quite a bit, and Uriah, both of whom I've seen close up and really looked at. They are thick dudes. Joey's legs are so thick and strong.
not at all. There's first of all hold. They're 130 pounds.
They're walking around at 150, first of all. So they're
150, yeah.
only 20 pounds lighter and highly skilled. So I'm going to sleep.
They're 150
We know
pounds.
I'm going to
This
sleep.
is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab one of them by their stupid little ankle, and I'm going to swing them around, knocking out the other ones. Meanwhile, while you're in the corner jacking off and crying. That's what's
Maybe
going
I
to
would
happen.
be jacking off and trying to run at him because he doesn't want me jacking
Either
off.
way, we're going to have our hands full. I don't know. I wouldn't put money on us.
You got a game plan for it.
I won't put money on us. It depends how long Bryan can at least keep one busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Next question.
I got
Tough one.
That's a tough one. That one's a tough one.
Next one's from Tom Reyes at RD1 Party.
RD1 Party.
RD1 Party.
RD1 Party. It's time for RD1 Party. All right. Sorry.
All right. Brendan, how could you make the Prius a more acceptable car to drive? Bryan, you can't say turn it into a Passat.
I think
There's nothing you can do. There's any way you paint a Prius, it's still a stupid ass Prius. There's nothing you can do. You put rims on it? What? That just proves you have a small dick.
just draw
You're trying
tits.
to peacock.
Just draw tits on it.
I have no idea what you can do. I have no
I
idea
know
what
how.
you can do.
Put the truck nuts on it. Just drop some nuts on. Just drop some nuts on the back.
The truck nuts down the back.
Yeah, just drop some truck nuts on.
Little truck nuts
Drop
down
a couple.
the back.
By the way, make them not steel because they'll spark. Just drop a couple thick rubber truck nuts back of that thing. Let them drag along the ground.
Put a fin on the back?
like you just don't care. Just a couple
Little truck nuts,
and a big old dick head on the front.
No,
Turn it into one big dick, one big thick dick.
That might work. Hey,
And by the way, make it black.
Hey, this is great. So my manager was in town, right? Last week was a big week for us, and it went amazing, by the way. Anyways, big week for us.
Yep.
My manager goes, hey, I need to get a rental car. Bryan goes, no, Lex McMahon, take my car. I tell Bryan, this is a true story, everyone. I tell Bryan, bro, Lex cannot see out of one of his eyes.
Which I didn't know.
When I was here, he got in 2 wrecks last time he was here in a rental car. 2 wrecks in 2 weeks.
I didn't really hear you. I didn't really pay attention.
I told you
to
that.
I
And you
know.
go, whatever.
Whatever. He's my friend. He'll be fine.
Right? So
He's
Lex
clear to drive, I thought.
clear to drive. I don't know the last time he took a driving test. He has one eye.
Yeah. Hit a
one
motorcycle.
eye. The
Hit a
fucking
motorcycle.
guy has one eye.
Motorcycle
it's a
hit him.
motorcycle guy. Guy crashes in the front end of the motorcycle, flies over the top. Lex gets out. This is on La Cienega. Gets out. Lex thought he kills him. Goes, oh my God, I just killed a guy. Didn't see the guy. The motorcycle crashed into your front end of your stupid ass Passat.
Yeah.
Homeboy's passed out, twitching on the ground. Lex thought he killed him. Ambulance, the full 911, everyone comes. Guy pops up, a little bit of concussion, was all right. However, the Passat is fucked. So Bryan was out of town. I took a picture, said, yes, here's your stupid Passat. That's how Bryan found out about his accident.
Yeah, with a thumbs up by my trashed fender.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope the guy's all right.
Anyways, nothing you can do about a Prius though. So anyone, if you want to kick the shit out of a Prius, make your week better, go ahead and kick mine.
What's the next
question?
Right.
I got my license. I got my Cali license.
Oh my God!
Right.
Yeah, I forgot.
Let me see this.
Cali license in the house.
Chin down.
It's official. Real quick. Neck's a little long in the picture, but I look like a real cutie. I got a long neck. I got my chain on and tank top. I tried to look as Cali as possible.
Fantastic.
A little cutie pie
It's
for
Brendan
sure.
Schaub. Chances are I'm training.
Surfing.
Aww.
Yeah, a little cutie pie.
You couldn't look more like
Aaron Hernandez.
Why don't you cover up that address and show the camera? Get it up there.
You could not
can we
look
do
more
this?
like her.
Just cover it like this.
Yeah.
There we go. Can't see much.
You want to just pass it over me? Yeah.
Make sure you hide it. Make sure you hide the address for sure. Hide my info on there.
Evan Beard's got the hair going, bro. You got a haircut, didn't you?
Nice set of hair on him. Remember that? Nice set of hair on him.
Nice set of hair.
Yeah, real happy. It's official. It's official. I'm a Cali kid.
One more question.
All right, last one. We'll wrap it up on this. This one's from Lindsay Yost, who is a big fan of the show, always sending us questions.
Love Lindsay Yost.
Lindsay wants to know,
love.
next step of Operation Schaub phase out when it doesn't work.
I'm feeling real brown right now.
What do you mean operation?
Operation
the next
Schaub
step
phase
in
out.
Operation
Come on, man.
Phase
Everyone
Out?
knows this.
When you're
There's
done
Schaub
with-
shutdown in jiu-jitsu. There's Operation phase out when
right.
when you're dating girls.
Oh, yeah.
Where you send a text, then you just let it go a little longer. Then you go a little longer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're like, "What the hell happened?" Schaub was texting me.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him in weeks.
I'm not in the country.
And it's over.
Wish you could text where you sound like you're in the distance.
So she's saying she tried
around.
Operation Schaub phase out and it's not working.
What's the next step?
This is a tough case because usually it works
Fake your own
every
death.
time, 60% of the time.
This won't go away.
Won't go away. You
Yeah,
gotta
have me call and go, I have bad news. Brendan passed away 2 minutes ago.
That's true.
Please stop calling him.
You could fake a death.
No, and then I'm like, you can give me a call. I'm Uncle Bryan. I want you to cry on my chest.
I'm Uncle Bryan. I'm Uncle Bryan. I'm
I
super
can't cheat
creepy.
on my girl, but I could look at you naked and take some pictures. I'm sure there's some things I could dance around the edges on.
Dance around the edges. Man, if Operation Schaub phase out doesn't work, you what you do is you find the toughest guy you know, preferably big, Think of Bryan and go completely opposite. Take a picture with him and say, sorry, got a boyfriend.
Oh, that's good.
Scare him away a little bit.
I never thought of that.
But don't do it like a celebrity. Don't take a picture with like Shaquille O'Neal or nothing like that. It has to be believable. Go to a Gold's Gym or go like 24-hour fitness. Just find the biggest meathead you can find, all juiced up, and just be like, hey, mind if I get a quick pic with you? He's gonna love it. It's gonna boost his confidence.
Yep.
That's what he's living for. You take that picture, send it to homeboy. Sorry, me and Bill here been together for three weeks.
Just one caption. I'm into rod now. Branch. Stalk. Horn.
That works. That works.
Wang. Cock.
Why?
Send. I'm into C-O, and then ... and then the next text.
Yeah, so my advice is just yeah, this got
I'm
weird.
into
My advice just find the gnarliest dude you can send a picture of.
I'm into Next text.
That's weird, bro.
Why?
That's
okay,
weird.
I'm sorry. I'm into Next text.
I wouldn't advise that.
I'm into wang.
The next text, NG.
I'm into raw.
You're into Rod?
DH.
You like Rod?
Bran.
I don't know where he's going with this. Anyways, this has been a weird one. Lot of fight talk. Nothing better than breaking down fight talk. Fighter and the Kid. Sometimes we got to drop some fight knowledge on you.
Always.
We will have a restock of the shirts at the Fighter and the Kid shop.com.
Jay, how long we got to wait for this shit?
What the frick, man? What the frick? We got new Fighter and the Kids coming out. These things are dime pieces. They're denim blue with a Street Fighter style. It says the Fighter and the Kid in red. Shit is gangsta.
By the way, real quick, my shirts, El Gato, my shirts, they don't sell at all. They're not good shirts.
Don't, no.
I have bad shirts.
Yeah, horrible.
You need to design my shirts that I sell on the road.
No. I'm only supporting Fighter and the Kid.
Bro, I need somebody to help me.
Fuck your stuff.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you later.
It's the Fighter and the Kid. We're out.